Hello, every pony.
This is some good zaza.
It's a me, Pepper, pulling up with my laser eyes to zap this video and send it to the ghost zone. Yeah, baby. So Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro made a song together, and every single person under the sun hated it and talked about it. One of those people was the Ephraimentator who covered the song. Then we have Nicholas pulling up with his first commentary on Ephraim, and that's it. So knock your socks off, grab your popcorn, because we're gonna go crazy.
Hey.
Hello, may I take your order?
So I've been noticing within the past year or so, the commentary videos, they've been getting political.
Okay, thanks, but what would you like to eat, sir?
We all know that, and most people within the CC, pretty left-leaning. That's just expected from that kind of community.
That's amazing. Would you like a chicken strip combo with a side of fries?
And I've been a viewer for a long time, and a lot of these videos have been kind of annoying, so I just decided to throw my hat in the ring.
Okay, if you're not gonna eat, get the fuck out. I don't have time for you to trauma dump on me.
As somewhat of a right-wing voice.
Sir, I don't give a fuck. I'm a broke college student trying to survive in my 4th year of entrepreneurship. I don't have fucking time to deal with this shit.
But not to waste any of you guys' time, this is the guy we'll be covering. I don't actually know how to pronounce his name. Hopefully someone in the comments will tell me.
Thank you to Mr. Stagmaster15 for correcting Nicholas. You'll be honored for your bravery.
But anyways, he made a video about the Ben Shapiro rap with Tom MacDonald. And I'll just say this right off the bat, this video actually isn't political at all.
Yes it is. We're covering a song about two people's political beliefs on social issues, like gender, racism, LGBTQ rights, gun laws, Black Lives Matter, white pride, and defunding the police. Are you pooped?
Though, I do find it pretty silly how he tries to dissect this rap song, when most rap songs aren't supposed to be taken very seriously.
This whole song we're talking about is built off of the artist's political beliefs. It's supposed to be taken seriously. And what do you mean most rap songs aren't serious? Like To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. That whole album is about racial inequality and discrimination in America, and taking inspiration from music like jazz, hip-hop, and soul, which are very huge genres in the black community. Also, Tyler the Creator's Igor, an album that tells a story of a man after a breakup, like how they started, how they ended, and how they fell off after that breakup. There's a lot of lyrically driven rap songs out there. What do you mean not a lot of them are supposed to be taken seriously when the most popular rap albums are very lyrically driven?
And I'll just say, I'm not the biggest fan of rap. I don't hate it. There's some songs that I like, but I'm not like running defense for Ben Shapiro either. I'm not a big fan of him.
Okay, I don't care.
Here it is. Where do you want me to put it, huh? In your ass.
They call me offensive, controversial. There's only two genders, boys and girls.
I just want to point out how you begin this rap by saying you're controversial, and then you say something that 65% of Americans agree with, meaning a large chunk of the majority are on your side.
This is a pretty dumb take. Just because an opinion is the majority doesn't mean the opinion isn't controversial. In 2020, the majority of people voted for Joe Biden. That doesn't mean that supporting Joe Biden isn't controversial.
Actually, Nicholas, that's not how this works. A topic becomes controversial through a community or society strongly and widely disagreeing on something, or the community agreeing that a topic is more sensitive and uncomfortable to discuss. That's what makes something controversial. But even then, how does this apply to Ephraim's example? You don't explain, Nicholas. All you do is say your funny statement and back it up with examples, but not tie it into Ephraim's introduction here. And finally, speaking of your example, it actually destroys your point rather than strengthen your point, because 57% of Americans don't like our president, Joe Biden, and only 38% of Americans like Biden, which, yeah, makes the opinion of supporting and liking Biden as a president controversial, because the general American society over here disagrees with that statement, according to the study. So, everything about this fucking point is stupid as shit.
In fact, it's so controversial in the West to say that there are two genders that they literally are making laws to make it illegal to say that. in countries like Canada and other places in Western Europe.
This Nicholas just said right here, made up, because I can't find anything, not even a single state or country like Canada and Europe that Nicholas mentions legalized saying that statement ever. The only thing I can find is the Ontario Human Rights Code regarding gender issues, and nowhere does it say that you can't say there's only two genders, just that misgendering could be seen as discrimination. In Europe, I couldn't find anything on illegalizing that statement other than on Article 8 of the European Convention of Human Rights states that it'll protect others' gender identity, not mentioning anything regarding the statement that there's only two genders. Finding any places or country legalizing this statement, wasteland, buddy. Like a Nicholas, I don't know where you got this from, but this shit is made up.
Baby girl, I got you, baby girl. Don't be scared.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles.
You say you're not pushing guns, and yet in the same rap you criticize liberals for being against guns. What exactly are we supposed to take from that other than that you are pro-gun? This doesn't make any sense at all.
It actually does make sense when you find out the context of what he was saying. He wasn't saying pushing guns as in pushing your, right to own one. He's talking about pushing gun violence, which is usually present in most rap songs.
Okay, evidence? Examples of rap songs that push gun violence? Because crazy thing is you have a pool of rap songs to go through about them.
Grab your blocks when you see Tupac. Call the cops when you see Tupac. Who shot me but your pumps didn't finish?
Run in front of cop, shooting at the ops.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Shooting at the ops, cause I run that block. I'm killing these niggas, shit that they don't like. No, broski got the 30, he ain't.
No city actually defunded their police force. In fact, the amount of funding police have gotten over the past couple of years has gone up.
This is just such a fucking nerd emoji thing to say.
Comments like this are so annoying. What is the issue? What is the problem? Do you hate people thinking and talking and observing conversation, having discourse?
Even if the police didn't actually get defunded, it doesn't change the fact that they wanted it to get defunded and were actively fighting to get them defunded.
Yes, but how Tom phrases it in the lyrics makes it sound like they have defunded the police already, not just promote the idea of defunding them. Like, what do you mean?
You see, the joke is that he referenced somebody who is widely seen as overweight and pointed out the fact that they're overweight. Really, Ben? You couldn't think of a single better zinger than that?
Widely seen as fat? I want to know what your definition of fat is, because Lizzo's pretty fucking fat. In every metric that you can measure, she's fat. I don't know why you added that in there.
The fact that you need to preference it that hard is a little scary.
Your slurping sounds worse than 9/11.
You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison, I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are. You hating on me on the internet for my comment section. Oh, woke Karens. And I make raps off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people download this. Let's get a Billboard #1.
Please clap.
Did Ben actually say anything in this verse outside of that he thinks the people who dislike him are stupid? All while, of course, proclaiming himself epic and asking for this to be a Billboard #1, which, okay, what would that actually accomplish in the end?
Ephraim, getting up to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 is a great and huge achievement to do, since although you're mostly played on the radio and on malls, you're now very popular and people will hear you anywhere they go. Plus, it would be Tom and Ben's first real #1 at Billboard hit if it did happen, and Tom's first song to be on the Billboard Hot 100, or any Billboard Hot 200, 300, whatever the fuck. I don't pay that much attention to Billboard. And you know, it didn't hit the Billboard at all, but if it did hit the Billboard, Ephraim, that's a very huge achievement.
What was even the point of having Shapiro in this rap in the first place? Seriously, he didn't actually add anything other than he thinks he's cool, which doesn't really add anything to the piece I'm listening to.
Do you remember at the beginning when I said this guy doesn't listen to rap? Well, now it's plain fucking obvious. Because he doesn't understand that like 90% of rap songs are just meant to gas yourself up.
Well, yeah, there are a lot of rap songs out there where rappers show themselves off with money, cars, bitches, guns. But in this specific song, where the main rapper, Tom, is rapping about his political beliefs, taking it in a more serious direction, but for Tom to switch it up lyrically to brag about himself and making fun of his haters doesn't make any sense and is lyrically unfocused. Anyways, I'm done. That was some good Zaza.